Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store today. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the... The Bulldogs have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Louisiana's offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Bounced off his feet. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. He's going to pass. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical. The way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that today.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
We always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than it came like this. When you've got two studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snags it over the middle.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Trying to move them on the counter. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This offense has a second down play. Right back to it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He makes the connection. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Quickly complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Now 2nd and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. He'll pull it down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Line gets set. 1st down. He wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Back to the ground game on the left. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Oh my, he just shanked that one. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. From the gun, the running back has it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got 50 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 10 over Florida. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love that play call defensively because it's 3rd and long. You know that the offense is going to throw it. So why not dial up an exotic? Why not bring a blitz and help your pass rush get home to the QB?
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 30. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it can get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second.
Makes the catch down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. On second down, wants to throw it. Firing deep. Nowhere to move. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And as a quarterback, that's what you want to do on these deep go route type throws. You want to put a lot of air under it so your guy can turn around, locate it, and then make the catch.
Yeah, and that's so hard to stop. I mean, I'm running full speed down the field with a guy that's this fast, and I don't know where the ball is and when it's coming out, and trying to make a play on it is extremely difficult.
Late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these were two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Makes his connection. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pulls it in. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Coming after it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Getting some heat. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Russo. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Leaves it with the running back. After 45 on his way. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Oxford for some time. They're up by 16 over Florida. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Trying to get to him. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Louisiana Tech will have to punt. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab outside. It's Bridges. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. He wants to throw here on second down. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. The first down for the offense. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The inside handoff. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. From the shotgun, the inside give. Tackled at the 31, they'll give him 6 on the play. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
At the 40, there he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivered.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Snags it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The throw. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're bringing heat. Touchdown, Cajuns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Dives into the end zone for the two-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The give to the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they get to him just in time and ride him out of bounds at the 1. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. The Red Hawks of Miami are just steamrolling their way to victory. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
They're up by 15 over Florida. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man quickly. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And the Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. He wants to pass it on second down. He's going up top here late in the game. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of him here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it on the run. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The lone back's got it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. From the gun, running back on the move. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. You work all off season for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them all.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer, David